was exposed to there. Sad to say.
So when I was studying, I will just a little bit for those did not know the story. I was bullied in my work, and my husband needs to pull me out from that company, and then he sent me to school, and he was my tutor. How was I as a?
No, again, I taught lots of patients. Or students. I'm sorry. In chemistry and surgery and math, and you were the worst patient I've ever. Student. I keep saying patient because I'm a doctor, but worst student I've ever had by miles. And she just hadn't been taught how to be an adult. That's what most parents do for their kids. They teach them how to be adults in the 18 or 20 years they're at home and going to school. They learn how to be an adult, and unfortunately, if you don't go to school and your parents are children, you don't learn how to be an adult.
But you succeeded. Congratulations.
Yeah. Then I congratulate myself because it was difficult, very difficult.
But you think it's worth it? All the suffering and sacrifices that you've been through?
Yeah. Because I took you from somebody that couldn't take care of themselves, was socially inept, and now she can support herself and she can actually go out into the adult world and, be part of it. And yeah, I'm very proud of that because, now she would be a street person if she didn't get education. And
no, it's not an street person with if you did not found me, I'm already 6 feet below the ground because I was so sick.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would have survived because you needed all kinds of medical and dental care too, which you wouldn't have received, unfortunately. But you had $45,000 worth of dental work, and I really can't add up the medical costs, but that's something that you just wouldn't have access to.
This teeth is more than $45,000. Not a joke.
Yeah, but in order to function, she needed all that. It wasn't like optional. She had to have it, and she had, and that's the thing that parents do is they provide those things to their kids. But if you don't have parents, and you're just essentially a street person, you don't get any of that stuff. And that's exactly what would have happened to you if you had not found somebody that would have acted as a parent and a partner.
Hey, do you know, guys, that from 3rd grade, and my husband always said that he is very proud of me because I am not working now as a labor anymore. What you said, honey?
You do an intellectual job now. You use your mind, and you don't have to clean up after people, and you don't have to lift them. So
I am now a professional at the age of 53, right? Or 52? No, what I meant when I get that license.
Oh, yes, it's 52 or 53.
Yes, when I become a med aid. Yes, it's like a profession. It's like a nurse. Not really a nurse, but according to my bosses, my job is dangerous, delicate than the nurses. So I am very proud of myself, and I am very proud of my husband. Thank you so much, honey.
Welcome, sweetheart.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. To me, that in your situation, that all of you guys didn't realize that and do the same thing we did, but
yeah, because I think when you are in the situation that you are very angry to the world, I feel like if I really think what I was thinking before, if I will not do good, I am punishing my mom.
Yeah, if you let anger get in the way of making good decisions, you're right. Then
yeah I feel like
bad things happen.
Yeah, every time that he said, "Oh, you're the poorest among the friends because I am the only one that has no boyfriend."
Yeah.
So I was just said, "Hey, what if I will have a boyfriend and then I will get pregnant and the man run away? So how can I feed the kid? I don't have a parents to run to, and like my co-workers, they have a parents, even they work same as what I am doing. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm just feel like, oh, I don't want to bring another mouth that I cannot feed
Yeah.
and get mad at me the way I get mad to my mom." So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it really is helpful to have common goals among poor kids and good decisions among poor kids. You know, you realize, yeah, our parents are too poor to support us, but we have to get through school, so we have to get a job as soon as we can and work our way through school. We all made that decision in unison, and everybody accomplished it.
but in our case, because obviously when my dad passed away, my dad has something, and then I think one of relatives took all what my dad has, and then my mom is like, she was just so immature, and she some kind of, when my dad passed away, because she never have her youth, some kind that she get married right away
Too early. Yeah.
too early, and some kind that she been caged for some times until she got 5 kids. Actually it's 7, but the 3 next to my big brother, the second and third born passed away. So, and then Virginia, Alda, and me, and Annalisa.
Yeah.
You know, and then my mom obviously lived like a single person without any responsibility. So me and Annalisa cared by our grandmother,
Right.
that she just really barely feed for herself, and she needs to make sure that she has something to feed me and Annalisa.
Right. Yeah. Well, again, it was illegal for kids not to be in school. So one thing I can say, even though my parents were not very good parents, my father believed in a hard work ethic, and so did my best friends and stuff. And so when we got in school, we worked hard in school, and just like we worked hard at our jobs. And that was just a thing about blue collar poor. You know, you work your ass off, and you like to work your ass off because that is how our culture was. And
Yeah, but in my case, I think it's really my choice not to go to school because of my skin. You know, I have so many.
yeah, but it would be
whatever
against the law here in America.
Yeah,
you,
and
you,
then
you would be in school.
I'm afraid because I've been so bullied. So I rather work, even I was also bullied at
Yeah,
work.
just the horrible decision, and your culture allowed it. You would have been brought to school by a truancy officer here in America. Yeah, and your parents would actually, the system potentially would have taken you away from your parents and put you in an orphan home. That would be better than living with your
So
parents.
as you see, when we were in the Philippines, when you were in the Philippines, you know, the kids just run around without slippers,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
shirt,
and-
and then they don't go to school. So it's like it's some kind. That is why what I'm told you that what I have told you that it's not in before you really, you know, it's some kind that put it in my mind. It's like I never thought that is an abusive situation.
Yeah, that's hard to comprehend, but yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
It's like I feel like it's normal because when you think about it, people there notice. It's like drink, you know. It's like,
yeah.
you know, everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, even though my parents were poor, like I said, in this case it was because my dad was sick, but he still had a good work ethic, and to put his kids through school. He was not leeching off of anybody or lying to people for his own advantage. And that's one thing when I was in the Philippines that unfortunately the people that you introduced me to were compromised in that regard. They were not as reliable.
Yeah, because as far as I recall, it's really hard because there, if you have money and then your other relatives has no money, they keep on coming to you. Even the neighbor, when the minute that you arrived, somebody came and then asked a money to borrow.
And I can concisely state the difference in the culture. I never knew any adult that after the age of 18 was leeching off of their relatives, and 75% of your relatives are leeching off of other people.
Yeah, because
and it's unacceptable behavior here, and it's very accepted within the little micro culture that you guys created, which is, like I said, exactly like Never Never Land in the book Peter Pan. The guy who wrote Peter Pan, was introduced to a culture like you were brought up in, and he showed how destructive it was in the book Peter Pan.
Yeah, I just really realized how bad the situation, because there are people still that living with their parents without a job, like 56 years old.
Yeah,
70 years old.
yeah.
I know
it's
the
absurd.
family that I know personally the family that living in one small house, like 3 generations, and most of them do not have job. And then when you have food, everybody go to your house. Oh my God, I have an experience, honey, that we are eating, and then all of a sudden the part of that family, a man, just get in there and then really without washing the hands, like quick. And then I lost my appetite. I said, okay, I'm done with this family. It's like,
yeah, and I think that that culture of enablers and the people they're enabling are essentially parasites, and nobody that I grew up with or grew around or worked with was going to let you be a parasite. Yeah, nobody was going to let you do that, and so you had to go out and support yourself. And in the Philippines, it seems like 75% of the people are parasites, and the other 30% get stuck enabling them.
Yeah, do you know, guys, here in America, at the age of 16 years old, they will get out from their house and work and live by themselves. I have coworkers, they are very young, 20s, working as a CMA, CNA, and yet is studying as an RN, working and is studying as an RN full-time, working full-time and a student at the same time full-time. And I am some kind of amazed with these young ladies, and that is why I love them so much. Every time that we work together, we really hug each other. Nice to see you, because I am very proud of them because one of them, honey, said that her parents has no help at all. 14 years old, she needs to get out of their house and work, and she worked as a senior at the age of 16, and now she decided that she want to change her life even without the parents' help.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do. I mean, you either do it or you end up like your parents.
Yeah. I do admire these young ladies so much. That is why, sometimes when they said, "Oh, we need to have snack," oh, it's okay, let's do it. They don't need to ask me like, "Oh, Ginny, we need to have snack." I don't need to say, "Oh no, I don't have money." Okay, just share right away.
And the other thing is that, even at a very young age, you realize you don't want to be dependent or parasitic to other people. You want to be independent. And that's like the major impetus in your life, is that, oh man, I do not want to get stuck being dependent on other people. And yet, when I was in the Philippines, it's almost like people work to be dependent.
Yeah.
And be a burden to other people. It's almost like a badge of accomplishment.
Do you know what happened to me before when you keep on, when you start sending me money? The one thing really that I really regret is I feel like I am very rich to share. What I did not think that if you've been helped, you should help yourself. You don't need to give those money away, because that money should be yours because somebody helped you. You don't need to spend that money to help other people while somebody helping you. So that is what I am realizing right now, because obviously we know he sent my nieces to school, with some of them are ungrateful, but and then I learned that while we are sending the money, they are also paying the tithes on the church. Guys, I know that tithe thing. Now I really think about that carefully. It said harvest 10% from your harvest. So it means that is 10% from your hard work, not from somebody's giving it to you for free.
Yeah, that is the other thing, is that 75% of the people I came across were either partially living on free money or totally living on free money on the backs of somebody else's hard work, and they had no guilt about it, which is the oddest thing I've ever come across in life.
Yeah, I think that is really my biggest mistake. Aside from I didn't go to school.
Well, growing up there, you would think it's normal.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, that is what I
Unless
am
you were
telling you. I feel
completely
it's some kind of, for us, it's some kind that it's normal.
Yeah.
But it's a real abnormal. Guys, mga kapatid, it's really abnormal to abuse the person that helping you. If somebody will help you, help yourself. Don't give the money to other people. That money is for you to survive or to change your life, not to it's really amazing. I am laughing, but to be honest with you, it's so embarrassing what I did before. Obviously, my husband sent me big money every month, and I always run out of money because obviously I feel like, oh, I need to share this to that, and then before I don't have friends that much. Obviously, I have real friends in Manila that really friend. Even I am nothing, but after my husband sending me money, I have plenty of. I become popular. I become. There are so many. Daghan na kailan na sa kuha. They said that they're my relatives and they are my friends and everything, but it's like you need to be smart. Just take it from me, because I was so stupid to give my husband hard work money, supposed to change my life, but I changed others people life before myself. So
the other thing about that is, obviously, I saw a culture there of parasites and enablers. And the thing is the enablers were helping those parasites destroy their own lives, because I saw that their whole adult life, they never developed the skills to support themselves. And
in a quarter mile,
so
second from the left lane,
the enablers kept enabling them, and pretty soon they're too old to change their lives, and they're stuck as parasites till the end, and the enablers are stuck as enablers till the end.
Honey, that is your turn. Yeah, Good thing, I think before that
At the
toll
light,
foo
use the second
is
from
not
the left
is
lane
not
to turn left onto East
hindi
96th
pa
Street.
uso. You know, he has plenty of money that given to me. I think, honey, did you expect that I have money on the bank when you go there?
I put it this way. You know, I could imagine that the money I sent you might require to live there because I didn't know what the cost of living there was. But obviously I didn't realize the culture that the microculture that your family had created, where, you know, there were so many parasites living off enablers, and I didn't realize that I was contributing to that.
Yeah, but
until I got there.
did you assume that I have money on the bank? I don't have.
Again, I could imagine that you would. After I learned about how frugally you could live in the Philippines, you should have had money, but I didn't know what the cost of living was, and if I had you to go over again, I would not have done what I did. I would have brought you to America immediately to get you away from that destructive culture, and I would have saved a ton of money, yes.
So mga kaibigan, sometimes I have 200,000 pesos a month, sometimes 150 pesos a month, but I don't have any savings at all. Why? Because I am more than like a senator.
There's a stall